Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Unrealized Wedding 2. I am Rawrquaza. Today we're going to play... I have 200 hours. Don't look at that. That was the wrong button. Single player. Eventually I'd like to get some multiplayer runs, maybe on this YouTube series, in order to talk to some people about stuff. Sorry if my voice is raw. I just streamed for a while. How we're going to decide the character today is I have in my hand a D6. You may not believe me, but it's true. I can also... What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the die, and then if it's a 1, I'll go Commando. If it's a 6, I'll go Mercenary. And if it's neither of those, then I'll, figure it out. You don't have to believe me. You don't get a choice. I roll a 4. Fuck! 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 Motherfucker! I'm gonna roll again. There we go. We're gonna play as Artificer today! Duh. Easy. First try. Artificer, dude. People are like, man, Artificer's hot. And then they install the mod that removes the, skirt, white skirt. And then they also, bundled with that mod, comes the, well, I shouldn't have said that word. Is the mod, it's the same mod as the one that, increases the thick quotient of a certain red character. I do not have that mod installed. I've sworn off using mods until after the game is out, fully released, so probably like a year from now. But think about it, in a year, when this game is out of early access, it will be like, the game will be so modded already. And there will be so many creative and talented mod creators out there who will have spent time making these sweet-ass mods. It's exciting, dude. The modding community is already gone insane, and the game has had one update, basically. We don't need attack speed. I'm Artificer. I saw that attack speed, and my animal brain was like, oh shit, I need that. What do we need for success as this character? We need a lot of items. Give me the items. That's how we scale. We want move speed early on, which we have a tiny bit of. We don't really need attack speed. Attack speed does not really do much. It makes the right click a little bit smoother, which is actually very nice, because our Rasengan charges and deals increased damage the longer you hold it, to a maximum of like 2,000% or something. I don't know what the range is. I think the numbers that come to my brain that may or may not be correct are like 1,400 if it's uncharged and 2,000 if it's fully charged. So do with that what you will. What items really are we really looking for? We're looking for like a backup mag printer would be sort of ideal. Oh! That's not great for business. Oh boy. It's the easiest boss in the game. Ah! Okay, it's fine. I'm invincible over here. Can't touch this. Ice wall. People complain about it because it's bad. Are they right? Yes. Are they wrong? Yes. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I'm fine. I think that Ice Wall is pretty cool, but it needs something. I wish that it blocked projectiles, so you could at least use it as like a sort of cover. It kind of becomes very useless in the end game. You hardly ever use it, essentially. So I don't really know, I don't know. But the big parts about Artificer that make her very strong are actually her flamethrowers, despite being very low range. They have a proc coefficient of 1, which is normal, and they hit, like, really fast. So this makes them, like, one of the fastest, highest proc rate items or attacks in the game. Just by default. Now, if it's scaled with attack speed or something, that would be cool. The mouse one, you do fire your bolts more quickly with attack speed, but you don't regain them as quickly with attack speed. Now, what I want to know is if Alien Head affects the cooldown of the bolts. I don't know. Alien Head is very good on Artificer, though, since most of our damage is going to come from our Rasengan. Backup Mag is going to be very strong, because most of our damage is going to come from our Rasengan. Or most of our range damage, at least. Prion Accumulator is basically bigger Rasengan. And I'm set once again, if you missed the other video, I realize it's probably Shidori, but if you at me, keep in mind that he who throws stone houses shouldn't live in a glass house, even though, because he's very strong. If you can throw an entire stone house, you're probably gonna, like, shatter your door if you were to live there. Anyway, we're moving on. How are we doing on time? Approximately on schedule, I'd say. A little bit, you know, slow. We're like 30 seconds slow. I like to keep things fast. What stage would I prefer as my second stage? Always desert. Always desert. Give me the desert. It's the desert. Give me the desert. It's the desert. It's the desert. Easy. You just say it enough. Abandoned Aqueduct. Origin of Tar. The lore, man. Hopo's doing something with the lore. Oh, is that an infusion printer? Do I want that? Maybe. My only healing. I'm gonna take it, though. Infusion is pretty good. It's not, like, my favorite in the world, but it's very strong. I would rather have damage, but Harvester's Scythe is not enough damage to outweigh the... And we don't have any crit. I don't know. It was a decision I made in the moment. I'm not proud of it. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, Infusion is really good early game because we only have 248 health right now. Or 273 health. So, I mean, it's gonna make us stronger. We also get health on level up. The fucking reverse knockback. It doesn't make any sense. Beetles knock you towards them. That's not how knockback works. But it's how it works with beetles. In Soviet Russia, beetles knock back forwards towards you. Soviet beetles. Why is Russia... Where did that meme originate? I could just go on Know Your Meme and answer this question for myself, but I guess the real thing that I'm saying here is I don't know what the origin of that meme is. Speaking of games distribution platforms, how do you guys feel about Borderlands 3 being on Epic Games Store? I'm not super excited. I'm kind of a little bit upset by it, but I think that Borderlands has me by the ball. Gearbox has me completely by the balls with regards to it. So, you know, I guess good for them for getting paid by Epic. Enjoy your money, Pitchford. You sly dog. Horrible stage musician. That man is something else. Okay. You know, Gearbox can't be all bad. They published this game. Play Doomstrider. My kitty is over here. He's a good boy. How are you doing? What you need? Do you just need some pets? Oh, do you need some food? Want me to shake your bowl? Sorry, I'm sitting at my desk. It must be time for him to get food, clearly. He's a good boy. He's a good kitten. Sweet kitty. Alright. Got some M&Ms too. Oh, baby. It was worth it. I can't eat M&Ms though. It was like, I wanted the M&Ms. But if I eat the M&Ms, YouTube will get mad at me. They'll be like, man, this guy's eating food. It's loud and annoying. And sugar's like bad for your voice, and I have to talk for maybe another hour. Now you might notice I'm not using my ice wall. Is that a good idea? I don't know, dude. The Clay Dune Strider has damage reduction when it is sucking. So do with that information what you will. More attack speed. I guess this is now an infusion, basically. So not really super invested in... I mean, Predatory Instincts, worst case scenario, it does give me critical chance. Predatory Instincts does, in fact, according to the code. I'm convinced now that it does give you 5 base crit. It's not base... Well, base crit. I mean, I don't know. Base is probably unnecessary. It gives you 5% critical chance. But only the first one does it. Additional... Just having a... Right, the stacks don't give you additional crit chance. It's just the first one that you pick up. Please don't murder me. I need to live. Oh! Fuck. Damn it. Isolates, dude. Do Isolate's explosions do more damage if you're at the center of the explosion, or is that just we actually didn't have enough health? Man, the upset. I was just not paying enough attention. That's totally on me. I got distracted by M&Ms. I'm gonna eat one. Hell yeah, dude. Sugar is also bad for your vocal cords. That's what I was trying to say earlier. I don't know if I finished that thought. Probably not. That's usually how my thoughts go. But M&Ms are good, dude. Peanut M&Ms. You know what are better than M&Ms? York peppermint patties. If you don't know what a York peppermint patty is, Google it. You can see the ads with the ladies who are usually have pale skin and like fucking, you know, bright ass blue eyes is usually what they do, because they like to, that whole line of commercials. Red hair sometimes. Those commercials are, I don't want to have sex with my, you know, York peppermint patties. I just want to eat them. But I get that you're trying to evoke a certain feeling, I guess, that is also these women. I don't know. It's weird. I think the short answer is that sex sells. And, you know. Why do I buy York peppermint patties? I don't know. I actually haven't bought York peppermint patties for a while. But why would I? Because they're delicious. They are so good. I'm a huge fan of mint-based things. Is that the title of this episode? Is the title of this episode Mint? I think it might be. If I forget that, that's annoying. That's a good title. Usually my titles are only tangentially related, but this time it's like almost not tangentially related because I directly talk about it. the titles never make sense, so this is good. This is a good direction. I'm actually like, you know, I forgot the video link. I'm so bad, dude. Because this is what happens when I record a video and then I don't or I upload it and then I later have to come back like the next day or whatever and do stuff. I just have a bad like memory, and it's because I don't practice. It's because I don't hold myself accountable. I'll say, hey, I'm gonna put the link to the Ifrit's Distinction clip from Twitch in the description. I say that during the video, and then I'm like, you know, man, I just read the comments, and they're like, oh, hey, you didn't put the freaking clip in the video, and then also you missed the goat hoof that you left on purpose in order to not turn it into, like, gasoline or whatever it was at the time. But you didn't ever pick it up again. And then I'm like, ah, shit. Then I fix the YouTube link. And I rename this video Mint from whatever it ends up being. But maybe I've talked about it enough at this point that it'll click. Or maybe it won't. Who knows? You decide. Crit is good. Oh, I don't like this. I actually might be dead. We don't have any healing. And I don't have any mobility. And oh my god. I might be dead. Okay, so here's what you do when you're Artificer, is you fucking run. Gotta use our wall ineffectually. Okay, so here's the trick, is we gotta... Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna... Here's my maneuver. We don't have any healing. We don't have any damage. What I should have done is spent more time looking for chests, or getting something that would benefit us. Healing drone would have been a good idea. Stand on this frickin' rock. We're gonna reduce the number of participants. My one benefit right now, the one, like, good thing here, is that I have gasoline. Gasoline is my only friend in this unforgiving wasteland. Please. No. Okay. How are we doing? Doing not great. I'm gonna live. I've decided it. I've decided that this is going to live. This is my choice. I've made it. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm alive! I'm going to live! Victory through willpower. That is what I specialize in. Sheer force of charisma. Is charisma a dump stat in real life? Okay, charisma is... Let me answer my own question. That's a dumb question. Charisma is not a dump stat in real life. Is charisma a dump stat in video games? Because... You know... Or in D&D, I guess, specifically. Because the players of D&D are generally, you know, nerds who don't have any charisma. And so they created a game where charisma is the dump stat. Shower thoughts. In real life, what is willpower? Willpower is probably wisdom. But intelligence governs concentration. I guess concentration and willpower are two different things. I don't know, dude. D&D. How are we doing? 7 minutes on the first stage, no healing. We're alive, I guess. That's cool. I lived. How you deal with Artificer in situations like that is you run the fuck away. we would like to get some mobility. That's the real problem with Artificer, right? Is Artificer starts out with 0 mobility, which is a huge problem, because you also have no escape, like most other characters. So we really, really benefit from having our items fill in that gap, right? Where most characters... Well, I don't know. I feel like mobility is very important on every character. It's just even more necessary. Am I dead again? I don't know. These ice things. Getting lots of gasoline. That's pretty cool. I like gasoline. It's a good wave clear item. Helps us deal with crowds. And the more crowds there are, or the fewer crowds there are, the easier they're dealt with, the easier it is for us to dodge things. So mobility is, you know, blunted. The lack of mobility is blunted slightly. Hey, mobility! Look at that! Sort of. On a sort of a long cooldown, so I have to pick very carefully when I use it. Great for... Honestly, I think this item gets a bad rap. Milky Chrysalis is a very strong item because it can allow you to create situations where you can guarantee yourself that you will stay alive. You can make the playing field without any other items, just by itself. You can guarantee yourself the ability to complete a teleporter event or whatever, simply by flying out of reach of enemies up onto a pillar or something. There's many spots. It's just like the first game. If you find the right cheese spot, you can do anything you want. Just like we did on that first stage. Bustling fungus. What am I, an engineer? Absolutely not. Give me that sticky bomb, dude. Don't at me. I need the monies. Please don't jump off this bridge. $81 freaking dollars. What is this, Vegas? I've only been to Vegas once. It's weird there. I wasn't even of legal drinking age, so I didn't really get to experience it. But I got the... Going... I don't know, I don't drink a huge amount of alcohol. I will drink occasionally as the situation permits for... in a celebration sense, usually. You know, birthdays, we're going out on the town, that kind of thing. But I don't usually drink a lot outside of that. It's an interesting perspective when you are not of legal drinking age or you're not drinking at all, and you're spectating others drink. Like when I went to Vegas, I was like, I don't know, 15 maybe? Is that right? Something like that. 16? 18? 18. Maybe 18. I want to say 18. Because I don't remember the context. It wasn't 18, I don't think. I don't know, dude. When I went to Vegas, I was not of legal drinking age, and it was interesting because, you know, you get to watch all the people who are of legal drinking age in Vegas do a lot of fucking weird shit. There's some weird shit in Vegas. It's like a lot of alcohol, a lot of probably drug use, you know? Kind of stuff. And that goes on in other places, but in Vegas it's like a place specifically designed for the consumption of this, as well as, you know, designed to extract your money while doing so. Now, it's an entertainment hub. Why isn't Vegas, like... Is that a... Thanks for the neural. Is that a, I don't know the Bible stuff, right? So I just quote what I remember from reading, you know, my first picture book Bible that my parents got me. Before, you know, they told me I could decide what religion I wanted, you know. When you're little, you don't really get a choice. It's kind of like whatever your parents decide. But then at some point, you're like, oh, hey, I get to believe in whatever religion, or, you know, or your parents just give you a religion and you believe in it. And that's fine. I'm an atheist, by the way. But that's okay. Extremely atheist voice. But, what was I saying? Okay, so the Bible thing, isn't there, what's the deal with, there's like Sodom and Gomorrah. Is Gomorrah the place? That's a place. I'm thinking of a place that's just full of sin, and I don't remember the story. Why isn't Vegas, like, reviled by Christians? I'm sorry. I really shouldn't specify Christians. Because there's... I don't know what a... When I say Christians, I just mean religious folks. Maybe it is, even. Because when I say Christian... I'm speaking from a place of ignorance, and I want to take that back. I don't know what the difference between a Catholic and a Christian is, or if one of them encapsulates the other. I don't really follow that sort of thing. I'm very ignorant, and I want to make that abundantly clear so that you can blame my... or put my ignorance aside and maybe help me understand, even. Like, I even could just Google it, is the thing, but I haven't, because why would I? Anyway, probably, I guess the answer to that question is, like, why wouldn't you want to learn more about, you know, a very large piece of culture? Hey, this is a little guy. So, now we can start talking about religion. I watched the T-Pain stream, dude! T-Pain played this game. He played it. It was sponsored, but he played it with Baru and Gothalion. I may have mentioned this earlier, but Woodsprite is, he referred to it as the little guy, so that's Woodsprite's name now. It's just a little guy. I don't have any money. Damn it, we left the sticky bombs. God, this is terrible. Is there an enemy down there that I could kill for money? I'll do whatever you want for money. Anyway. I don't know where to go from here. I feel like I just killed off, you know, 60%. I don't know, are 60% of my viewers, like, devoutly religious? Are the percentage of viewers that are religious devout enough to the point that they'd be like, oh, this guy's an atheist? Fuck him, I'm out. Or was it even further than that? Did you get offended by the fact that... I really just shouldn't bring up religion is the problem. Because until you bring up religion, everything's fine. There's really... I don't know. If I offended you, I genuinely apologize. It's completely due to my lack of respect or understanding, and kind of both, of religion. And I'm not saying that I'm going to even go out of my way to fix that, which is probably bad. It's an interesting, like, philosophical conversation. Like, I think what I find interesting is... Oh, God. Okay. I'm very interested in, like, the history of religion, but less so in the actual, like, practice or that kind of stuff. Even some of the stories. As much as the stories are so pervasive in our culture, and so, I don't know, it's a whole thing. Basically, stop talking about religion. That's the easy way out. Just never bring it up. It won't end well. I can't even... It's not even... I'm creating like a straw man. I've created several straw men to suit my purposes. I'm just playing a video game here. The straw men are vast. They're huge. Massive straw men. I want this, but I feel like I need this to live. Move speed is very important to living. The faster you can GTFO, the more time you have to react to mistakes before it's lethal. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, if you are religious and you're still watching this video, we've already forgiven each other. Absolved each other of our sins. And we can proceed to enjoy our similarities rather than... Oh god, there's two of them. I mean, I even saw that, but it just didn't click with me until... Ugh. Ugh. Rather than, you know, fight about our differences. Ideally. That's my hope, at least. Once again, if I did offend you, my sincere apologies. Hopefully I did. I don't know if I... Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm done. Ouch, dude. Don't touch me. I'm a gentle creature. I need to kill some of the airspace boys. Oh my god. I guess we're down here now. Please don't kill me. That could have killed me. I gotta do this. So the cool thing that Artificer does is she culls enemies at a certain health percentage when they are frozen by hitting them. Oh my god. What's our healing? We have Colossal Neural and a little guy. We don't have to share our little guy. Because we're in single player. Which is nice. That was kind of T-Pain's way of helping, was he gave people his little guy. Here's my little guy. And I think he said it kind of ironically because he wasn't really doing much. He was playing Huntress. He was also drunk a little bit. That's fine. He was also paid by Gearbox, I think. It was a sponsored stream. And that's also fine. Like, it gives it exposure. There's a cat on my desk. Hello. Sit on my lap. Okay, so the cat stepped on the button that is the hotkey that starts and stops the recording software. So that's good. And for a minute there, I was like, did I just spend half an hour talking to myself without recording it? And then I was like, oh no, now this video talking about, you know, religion, extremely cringy discussion, will never make it up on YouTube. How will I ever survive? And for a moment I was happy. And then I realized, oh, the cat just stepped on it. So the video's still there. So, yeah. Anyway, we're back. I am playing Risk of Rain, too. This is a... This is fine. Don't get hit by the balls. We're fine. Don't even think about it, mister. Don't even... Gasoline is doing lots of work, actually. We have the teleporter completely done as well, so that's good. I would like another jump. Oh shit. Don't hit me. What are these balls doing? They're the most bullshit homing AI that I've ever seen. It's so bad. Can you not, please? Oh my god. I am so upset! I just don't even know, you know? It's not great. None of it's great. I question even ever anything. That's what I question. If this gets on YouTube, it's a miracle. I hope you were entertained. If you were not entertained, smash that like button. If you were entertained, smash that subscribe button. And, you know what? I'll see you next time. Fuck this video entirely. I hate everything. Mint, though. Mint. 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 Mint.